Hello and welcome back to the Flat Chat podcast. I'm Aaron, of course, here with the usual suspects, Callum, Hecke and Jacob. I don't know how I've got these two confused.
It's got our names mixed up.
I'm doing that as well. And today we are on location at our lovely sponsors at Tophski's, of course. This podcast is, of course, always powered by those two and Lunch Glasgow. Check them out. Use the code FLATCHAT10 for 10% off your orders. As you can see, we've clearly got very much involved with the food ordering today. Boys, run us through what you have.
What I have right now is I have spilt curry sauce in my shorts. It's a classic for
It's
me.
a great start.
It's what I love to do. I've got curry sauce on everything I own, but I do have a salt and chili burger here.
Of course. Jacob.
Banging.
Yep, of course.
What do you mean it's banging? You've not tried it yet.
I
You're a liar.
had a wee crumb of it.
He's had a crumb of it.
It's on my shorts.
Jacob, run us through this, what you have here.
Barbecue, cheese.
You could sound a bit more enthusiastic.
Exactly, you
I'm
make a
trying to
great
say
food critic.
mozzarella, not cheese. Bacon, chicken, the whole works. Toasty.
Of course.
I'm happy
And
with that.
Heggie, I forgot that as well. He's currently...
I know,
This is Heggie.
this guy is struggling Albion today.
exactly.
I
Well,
have,
we are on location. It is a bit kind of...
I have smashed bacon double cheeseburger and I'm putting chips on it because that is the only way you should be eating
And he
it.
has ketchup because this man is a scheme win.
Whoa, enough of that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
You said it as though it was a bad thing.
Nah, listen, mate. Scheme wins know what it's all about. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to have to cut this up because
Yep.
I'm never getting through that.
Okay, so of course, if you want to get your order yourselves, of course, use code FLATCHAT10 on the Tophskis and Lunch Glasgow's apps. And for this podcast, boys, we'll figured while we're having our food, while we're having a week, we can have a little bit of a discussion here. Obviously, Mount Rushmores, they are very important, of course. They're well known in America.
That very, very important thing
Of course.
to the running of the country.
Let's start this again.
Yeah, I think we're
Mount
about to start
Rushmores are very important.
Right,
So do you know what the Mount Rushmore thing is?
Yes, I do. It's four things in every position, which is the podcast for today. We're going to be doing it by position for the Premier League. So we'll start off nice and easy. Goalkeepers. Heggie, do you want to go first on this one? Well, I can actually start eating
I'll go
food
first. I think if you're talking about Mount Rushmore Premier League goalkeeper, the first name on everyone's team sheet has to be Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe not quite as
not
there.
first name.
How's he not first name?
I'd say the man with the most clean sheets should be the first name.
Better check.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
And I think
Van der Sar's got to be on there, in my opinion.
Remember, our mic needs to be up, whoever's talking.
Aye.
We'll learn that as we go.
I also think that there's a player currently in the Prem that
I
might
agree.
get there,
I agree.
or might already be there.
I think that Alisson, yes, Jacob is on this list.
Okay,
Is that the Mount Rushmore? Did you agree with that?
that's only 3. Alisson, Pelchet,
Van der
Schmeichel,
Sar.
Van der Sar.
Yeah.
I don't know if Van der Sar is there.
Why? Who do you think's there?
He only played like 3 seasons in the Prem.
Fulham. Yeah.
I bet I would say Ederson's maybe more influential.
Won a lot.
Yeah.
Won, 4 or 5 titles. He changed the way that keepers play in the Premier League. That's what Mount Rushmore is.
Any
Who's
Arsenal?
influential?
Any Arsenal keepers there?
Peter Cech.
Better check.
Good point.
No, I get what you're saying. I think when you come to a Mount Rushmore, it does. Maybe it's not just the 4 best. It's the ones you think define eras, or. I think maybe the
That's what it
Ederson
is.
shout each changed the way that Arsenal play with their keepers, the way that Man United pick their keepers now because of how Ederson's done it. The same way we talk about Neuer. I think you might have a point there with Ederson. But could you actually take him over Van der Sar? Could you really?
Yeah.
I mean, Van der Sar's won a lot. I feel like that's the thing that's maybe missed with these kind of lists. A lot of people don't maybe take into account how much they've actually won. He won a lot with Man United.
What's Van der Sar one that Ederson hasn't?
We're going to say not much anymore, but you could have said Champions League before.
Well, it's not though.
Well, obviously not now, of course. But I'm not willing to argue it too much as well. I'm not going to argue for Van der Sar's inclusion. too
Ederson's
much.
also must have done a good number of seasons now.
Wait, so hold on. Wait, what are we saying here then? So Alisson, Cech, Schmeichel, and
Ederson.
Who's going for what?
We argued strongly if Ederson's even second best right now when we done our top 5 draft. He is, obviously.
This isn't about right now though, it's about their whole career.
Yeah.
You can't tell me something Van der Sar's done that Ederson has.
Yeah. No, I'm happy. I'll put him there. I will.
Again, I'm not going to argue, so...
Okay.
I won't argue either.
Right, so our Mount Rushmore is Van der Sar, not Cech, Schmeichel, Ederson and Alisson.
Right, I wasn't
Easy
going to
peasy.
argue it, but you didn't need to rub it in.
Right, we'll go on to right back now. I think
I've had a serious mess here, by the way.
So,
Burger's collapsed.
we've all,
Absolute disaster.
I think we all have, to be fair. It's a lot harder to eat and talk at the same time than we thought.
To anyone that does professional mukbangs, fair play to you, because
I think this is really difficult.
Right.
I think Gary Neville's there.
I think Kyle Walker's there.
I think after that you're struggling.
exactly, because there's not really been any like defining
think,
right
like,
back.
is it
Branislav
Ivanovic?
Ivanovic is there.
I do.
I think Zabalet's the fourth.
So no Trent yet.
No.
Even though he's changed the way right backs play.
I think
Okay.
Reece James Ivor.
good patter, Aaron. I would have Trent in over both of those names that you said, Ivanovic and Zabaleta.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd have him over Zabaleta, but maybe not Ivanovic.
Is that just an easy four then?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So what's the four?
So we've got Ivanovic,
Trent,
yeah.
Kyle Walker, and Gary Neville. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty happy with that as well then.
Okay. This one could cause a bit of debate, but centre back.
Wow.
JT, get him out of the way. He's in there.
Yeah, Rio Ferdinand as well, I think. Gets in there.
I think so.
Virgil van Dijk has to be there.
I agree. I agree. Jacob doesn't.
Oh no, I agree, I think. But my goodness.
Right, Jacob, are you going to argue for James Tarkowski?
That is tricky.
I'm going to throw a name out there. I think Tony Adams should be in it.
Because of the 90s era.
90s era, he was very influential. He was the original centre back Donny.
And he's
Arsenal
he's
captain, of course.
He's different to the others, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Like,
very
That
different.
is old fashioned.
Vidic.
Yeah, that's the
Vidic,
other
he
one.
won,
That's the
he
other
won a
one.
few Player of the Years.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Do we maybe disregard the older players and just say this is from the 2000s?
Yeah.
Who have we said so far?
So we said
The only
Rio
one that's been
Ferdinand.
really...
Company as well. Did I say
Oh, yeah, I think company.
Captain Fantastic,
Yeah.
as they always say. Yeah, that's tough. Right, Terry's there.
100%. I think Ferdinand is there.
I do as well. I'll do just in case there.
And then Virgil and company.
I'm not against that list.
I forgot Vidic.
Vidic, of course, yeah.
He's just gone back in fourth year.
We are. That's the whole point of the video.
Yeah, that's true.
I would leave out Ferdinand.
Really?
Now put in Vidic.
No.
No.
Not
I would,
Nah.
personally.
I'm glad it's not just a Heggy podcast then.
Not quite.
The two England centre backs is just boring. Like, that's not what Mount Rushmore is.
I was going to say.
Mount Rushmore has to be like...
If this is the Premier League, though.
If
Rio Ferdinand, the Premier League, come on now.
If
They
it's
are the two
if it's
best.
Bone, that means there's a clear four best.
They were very different
I think
to others.
he's got to be there.
Who's missing out then?
Van Dijk's not getting out over Rio Ferdinand. He's just not. This is you can't just look at it and go, his peak was higher. You can't just look at it and say that. You've got to look at their Premier League, how long they've been doing it for.
Exactly.
That's why Rio Ferdinand's got to be there.
Ferdinand's one countless. Van Dijk's only won one.
Yeah, he's got to be there. Oh, it's tough. We don't know, do we?
Just go to a vote.
John Terry.
I'm leaving out Ferdinand. Who are you leaving out?
Oh, Vin.
I mean, you could also take Van Dijk out, put Vidic in, and have Ferdinand and Vidic in there.
That's what I'm saying. You need to leave one out. Who are you leaving out?
I'm leaving out Vidic.
I think I am as well.
Yeah.
Vidic misses out then?
Just because of get rid of a Man United guy, and that's the one I would take.
The media has swayed us with Torres skinning him twice or something, and that's all we remember.
We've
Yeah.
left out a player that won Player of the Year in the Premier League twice as a centre back.
I don't think it's twice.
Ludicrous. It was twice.
Who?
It was.
Van Dijk.
Vidic.
Vidic. Yeah.
So, our Mount Rushmore is
Right, you couldn't leave out. You couldn't leave out Rio Ferdinand. You just really couldn't.
You really could.
Vidic. Was Vidic left out?
Vidic's left out.
So, Ferdinand, Van Dijk, Company, and I forgot who we were even saying.
John Terry, Rio
John
Ferdinand,
Terry.
Vincent Company, and Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, it's hard to do this while you're eating. I can understand that.
How do people do this?
Exactly. Very good point.
We struggle with a normal podcast.
You've just seen me struggle with an intro here and that as well, so that's always fun. Left back, I think Ashley Cole, name number one for me in there.
Yep.
Andy Robertson.
I think Robertson
Yeah.
in there. I think that's fair.
We could see a really, really sneaky one from me here. I could
Leighton
pull
You're
a
going to
sneaky
say
one.
Leighton Baines, aren't you?
I could pull the sneaky one of Leighton Baines.
Let's not get silly just yet.
Patrice Evra's in there.
Patrice Evra's in
Yeah,
ahead
yeah.
of him.
Yeah, yes.
And
Who's Man City had? See, Man City have not had a out-and-out unbelievable left back the whole
they
time.
haven't.
Yeah, I haven't really
I don't
known.
think they get any of theirs in.
Like, Delph did it for a season.
Clichy is the best they've got. Cancelo, I guess, for a season.
Nah, you can't really have it with a season, can you?
they might actually be Baines.
I mean, Baines' stats back him up. He just obviously didn't get close to winning it.
We're not talking really about the guys from back in the day, are we?
Or your Dennis Irvins.
Yeah, because we didn't watch them. I think
Never
it's
seen
not fair for us to talk about them.
Yeah.
Who
It
else
might
have-
actually have to be Leighton Baines. That's the thing.
But Liverpool, who've they had?
Robertson.
Yeah.
John
I think
Arne
before
Risa.
that. Yeah, Risa. Arsenal, we've had Clichy.
Cole.
Zinchenko. Who is there?
United had Evra.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Chelsea have had.
Cole.
That's a cool, yeah.
Alonso. Alonso was good for a number of years.
Yeah.
Left back's ropey, isn't it?
I mean, you're saying that like Baines is potentially not the best Everton have ever had.
It's so hard to be a defining player.
Oh, no,
but
he
at
probably
wing
is
back.
that. No, he is. I think he's now confirmed there, Jacob. We're struggling to get anything a fourth.
Yeah, I think we might have to bite the bullet and get Leighton Baines in there because it's so hard to be a That's
Baines is probably, I think, second for assists for a defender. Only one man's above him, and he wears this top every few months. Robertson. Just
fair
in case
enough.
you couldn't-
So our top four then, we've got Cole, Robertson, Leighton Baines, and
Who was the fourth one, Adam?
good question. I'll throw that over at you.
Patrice Evra.
Patrick Tevin. Okay, fair enough.
You should know that. That's a flat chat icon right there.
And he is a flat chat icon. He was one of the people that made their careers alongside Scott Parker. So
Most viewed video. Yeah.
there you go. So centre midfielders. How do you want to approach this, boys? Do you want to go
Scott
cams,
Parker?
I was going to say that.
Do we got to do like CMs, cams, CDMs?
We'll
or just
do
lump them all
defensive-minded midfielders and attack-minded
Yeah.
midfielders.
Yeah,
So let's get
Some of them are
Kante.
both though.
Let's get Kante.
You need to decide what one they are then.
Kante Vieira. Roy Keane. DMs. And Rodri.
Scholes.
Rodri.
Would you have Roger above Scholes?
I would have Scholes in the next category.
Nah,
As attack?
Scholes-
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Scholes is more defensive.
Nah, he's neither. He's box to box.
Yeah.
Can't call him defensive. And
Well,
then
do
he
you want to just do their own category then? Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, De Bruyne. And then,
I
right,
do.
so that's their own category.
Yeah.
That's the four that midfielders. Then we've got defensive ones. So Vieira, Keane, Kante, Makalele, or Rodri. I think Rodri's got a better.
I think
shout.
Rodri's got a better
he's
shout
good.
than Makalele.
I think he's the
We,
closest.
we cannot be
He's
picking
not been there
Rodri.
long enough.
He's the
We
closest.
can't be
thing
picking
sitting in
Rodri on the day Scotland play Spain.
Nah, I'm not having it. He cried about quarter of a mile from where we are.
Okay, fair.
So Makalele it is then.
No,
No.
Could be more than Makalele. Michael Carrick, underrated.
Gareth Barry.
I do like the Michael Carrick shout, as you know. I like the Barry shout. He's played the most games in the league and has the most
That's
goals.
what Mount Rushmore is. It's
Yeah.
like iconic stuff.
If you put that,
He's also got
I'm
50
fine with it.
Premier League goals,
There's no one
which
else
is
I'm pushing for. So
More than any of these other
I mean, I'm
defensive
outvoted anyway, but I don't have anybody I would push for. So
I'm outvoted, but I don't have anyone to vote for.
Is it voted?
Yeah.
yeah,
I thought him, but
Again, he's more attacking, though, isn't he?
I know, but there's not actually an attacking midfielders list. We've got the list of four.
That are-
Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, De Bruyne.
Yeah.
And then this list, which we've just called defensive. Yeah,
Yeah, Fabregas.
I love Fabregas.
Again, he's too attacking for me.
He also plays a bit. He also did stuff internationally and for Barca.
Would he be in the attacking one list? It's the attacking list for attacking midfielders. Yaya Toure, David Silva, Cesc Fabregas, and is it also
let's not do spoilers. We'll deal with the defensive first.
yeah.
Rodri cannot get in it, regardless of whether we're playing Spain tonight or not.
Fernandinho.
yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Move on. Excellent. Really good.
So who's the four?
Fernandinho, Kante.
Gerrard and Keane.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well done.
And we've got that category of Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard, De Bruyne. Now we move on to the attack
Put a
minders.
bit more food in your mouth, then tell them again, Anne.
We are learning the rules of mukbangs, but Aaron's learning the rules of common courtesy as well.
I'm learning the rules of life as we go along here. I'm just living life as we go along.
Right, attack-minded midfielders. First name has to be David Silva.
Yes.
I think so,
Yaya
yeah.
Toure, Cesc Fabregas.
Yep.
If we're counting the ball as attacking.
Yep. Oh, 100% agree. Juan Mata.
No.
If he'd stayed at Chelsea.
Do we count Dennis Bergkamp as an attacking midfielder?
I would.
Just to get him there.
Just to get him there,
him
because he's not getting there any other way.
Yeah.
and we want him there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, you can't have a Premier League.
He's played anywhere really, doesn't he?
Bobby
Easy
Firmino could be
peasy.
there.
Is that?
Bobby Firmino.
Yeah. Got
It'd be close.
You're really need to keep this mic in because I don't know if Cam's getting picked up.
I'm probably
look for the best.
I'm probably the best person to leave off mic because I'm the loudest.
Oh, I would just say, just best to leave off mic.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Wow.
Right, where are we going? Pick a position, Heggy.
We'll save the juicy one to last. Right wing, so we'll go left wing.
Okay. What are you calling Cristiano Ronaldo?
A left wing. No, he's a right wing on the Prem.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
So the first name on the team
Pires.
sheet.
No.
Not Pires.
I'll get two before him straight away.
I would have Sadio Mane
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Ryan Giggs.
and Ryan Giggs.
Yeah,
And then I would have Peters.
I would have Pires.
Give me a second.
But I think there's Eden
Eden
Hazard.
Hazard.
Oh, 100%.
Eden Hazard.
There might be people we're missing though.
Bale.
He's a
Oh,
He was a left winger.
He was
he?
definitely a left winger, yeah.
Bale.
That throws a spanner on the
It
works.
does. I think.
And also, I
leave
feel like
too
we've now
early, though.
forgotten a
Like
midfielder in Modric.
It's not in the Prem though.
Nah,
Yeah.
Didn't
And
do
Bale
enough.
doing enough in the Prem as well.
He was playing
yeah,
of
he
the
played a
year.
year twice.
How many years was it? 3 or 4?
When he was the best, was one.
Yeah.
But as being the best.
Pires or someone was never the best. I think Premier League era though, I think it would be. I've not been biased at all this video. I think it would be Pires.
I don't hate the shout.
That's not me saying that he's in a better career than Bale.
But
Michael Beale.
Ian Bale.
could someone like Son get a shout?
I thought
Oh,
I did
that's a
think of.
good shout.
I think
He's the 100 club as
and
well.
I actually think he's a better shout than Bale for this. But I
Better
don't
shout
think
from
he's-
Spurs.
But I don't think he's a better shout than Pires.
Son's won a top scorer award as well.
He's won how many titles? Oh, same as Gareth Barry.
What?
Has Gareth Barry won a title?
Yeah, he was at Man City.
That'll be the clip.
That's the clip, yep. We're never really on with that.
Gareth Barry. Sounds so arrogant and confident.
Then I remember he played for City, not just Everton.
We need to remember this as Mount Rushmore, so
Yeah.
stuff needs to get brought into account.
Hazard, Mane, Giggs, 100%.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have someone to sway me in
yeah, I'm fine with those
Yeah,
two.
Hazard probably the best out of them all, like just based on talent
Yeah.
and what he
Yeah.
can do on the ball. Giggs, longevity. Mane, top scorer.
Yeah.
Which would then let me put in Pires invincible. There's your Mount Rushmore.
I like it.
I'm happy with that.
Well
Very
done.
much like it.
Clever.
Are we doing right wing now?
Right wing. Let's see the first name in the team sheet.
Mohamed
We add
Salah.
Mahrez.
I don't know if
We've not,
Mahrez
had a
makes it.
we've not had a Leicester player yet, except Kante.
So we have it.
That's what we have.
I don't know if Mahrez makes it.
Nah.
Oh,
Who
hold
gets
on.
in ahead of?
I think
Mo
he
Salah
might.
straight away.
Mo Salah's going
Who
first.
else?
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bravo Ronaldo, he's down there.
Now this is where I think.
Mahrez might get it.
David Beckham and Mahrez.
Oh yeah, David.
Yeah, that's the 4. I think Mahrez.
This
does-
is
I
just
think
the
Mahrez
easiest
would-
podcast you've ever done in your life as well. We're just rattling through all these.
Look for something else.
Who was Arsenal's right mid? Lundberg. He's not getting in.
Nah, I don't think he's getting in.
Antonio Valencia.
Saka's our best one. I think we've got to put forward. He's not getting in.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
He's about
No,
18.
nowhere near Mahrez.
You just have to. Like,
Yeah,
no,
when
yeah,
it's Mount
Mahrez,
Rushmore,
Mahrez,
the Leicester
Leicester thing
stuff
comes
just
into
has
it.
to come
I
in.
don't think it. I'm going to be honest.
even done it at
I don't think it
Man
does
City
need
as
to.
well.
I don't think it matters.
It's a one
Ah, he's in there anyway.
Yeah, but
I don't think it matters. He's
it
getting
just
in.
amplifies it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so now
So Mahrez, Beckham, Salah, Ronaldo.
yeah. We're all learning this as we go. So now the big boy, strikers. Immediately I'm
Remember, it is Mount Rushmore, so let's not all be bold and just go the top 4 goal scorers.
Yeah. So TT's in there. Henry's in there.
Aye, Henry's 100%.
Wayne Rooney's in there for me.
Aguero and Sheeran.
No, it's
This is
that is. It just is. It is though.
Kane is very unlucky, but it's just.
Yeah, it's Kane and Aguero, isn't it?
Right,
between Kane and
that
Aguero.
that was very bold. So let's do 4. let's do the 4 that aren't those 4.
Vardy, Kane,
Suarez,
Torres,
Drogba,
Van Persie,
Van Persie.
Van Nistelrooy as well.
I'd have Van Persie but Van Nistelrooy just for being Arsenal's best player, going to Man U and being Man U's best player and winning the league.
Winning the league, yeah.
Yeah, Van Persie's got more of a shout than Van Nistelrooy.
Too early for Haaland,
Yeah, still too early for Haaland.
the record breaker goal
Oh,
scorer.
Haaland's
Is
not
it like
getting
50
in.
goals?
Not
Barney's
yet.
got the same number of goals as him.
I don't think he gets in yet.
Couple of seasons then. Yeah.
Honestly, this year he could be in that list. Maybe not.
A name we missed in winger.
Lukaku
Sterling.
for striker.
Alexis Sanchez.
For Arsenal, maybe, yeah.
For Arsenal, he's not getting in though.
He's not-
Sterling's a better shout. Especially Premier League era. Won so many.
Sanchez had a year where he was the best player in the league.
Yeah, so he's like the Bale shout.
Yeah.
For the Premier League. Yeah. Right, boys. I guess we're doing managers then, aren't we? That's quite easy, that one, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I was actually listening to another podcast do that, and they had 5, and they included Klopp in the 5th, and they just all went, well, Klopp's 5th year.
Is Ranieri unfortunate then? Winning a league with Leicester.
it's
so
it's
Rushmore,
a once in a generation achievement, though.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
It is just
lemon
easy.
squeezy.
It's the 4.
Pep, Sir
is.
Alex, Arsene Wenger.
Pep, Sir Alex.
Mourinho, Sir Alex.
Pep, Sir Alex, Mourinho, Ranieri.
Pep, Sir Alex, Mourinho, Wenger.
I could eat, I didn't need to look at him and you smiling. Didn't even need to look at you.
But he is probably right.
Yeah, it's probably Ranieri.
Who achieved the greater thing in the league? Wenger or Ranieri?
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, you're comparing Invincibles to a 5,000 to 1 shout.
Exactly, it's a good
very
comparison.
good.
What's better?
It's difficult to answer that.
I don't think it is. Leicester's.
Oh right, I thought it was actually you were banging. I thought it was.
No. At the start of the
I've Man
season.
City not
What's,
done it then, yeah.
what is more likely to happen again?
I've Man City. What's that?
What's more likely to happen again? A team that's just about to get relegated winning the league, or a team
Well,
going invincible?
Leicester have done it, and then about 20 years before they did it, Blackburn did it. I reckon it'll happen again.
Does Forest not do it? Win invincible?
Exactly. It's no.
Someone went invincible. Who
Preston
was it?
North End
Preston
about
North
100
End.
years ago.
That's about 100.
Aye, so there's been 2 invincibles and 2 nearly relegated teams that won the league.
Oh no, because Forest came straight up and won the league.
Aye,
The
teams that
Forest,
came
like,
straight
team
up and won.
that's happened more often than.
But teams
no.
coming straight up, it's more.
It's-
I think that's a better chance of winning the top division than you do if you're like.
It'd be like Bournemouth winning it
Yeah.
this season. That's what it's like.
Oh,
Spurs
no, I
winning
get-
this
no,
season.
I get that, but I just.
So it's like-
Invincibles is. No, I don't think the Invincibles will happen again. I just don't think it's going to happen because there's too many good teams
But
to
I
take
also
points
think-
off each other now.
I also think City and I think teams nowadays want to win more. I don't think
Instead of-
City would take just being an Invincibles.
I'm with Callum on this one
I
because
think they do want
No,
to.
they'd
No,
rather
no.
win cups and Champions League.
I know, but I think they do. A
Arsenal
lot
team
of
should have
people
won
want
more.
it to just stop Arsenal fans from having anything.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've got right now. Because nobody else has done it.
I was
It's
gonna say,
actually quite difficult.
I'm
to
with
do.
Callum on that
Liverpool
one.
thought they were going to do it, and then they bottled it because they went and lost 3-0 to Watford. So that happens. And that didn't happen to that Arsenal team. That's why it's so impressive.
They drew a lot of games.
Because they didn't lose. That's
I'm
it.
with Callum on that one as well for the same reason. Just
Got the Celtic fans with them. They also went invincible.
We went Invincibles.
That's what we did.
There you go. That's
did-
what we're all
I mean-
together
I mean,
here.
you
So
didn't.
We've all got to then come together here and support our team's achievements.
I mean, two teams.
the Invincibles.
Two teams have went invincible. They haven't, but like
So yeah.
lost in the cups.
They lost.
They lost
Lost in the
Cups.
cup.
We didn't lose in the cups.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Slating me.
They just ruined the argument. Now Ranieri is in.
It's not well done, it's Ranieri. How's Ranieri got the Wenger? Thanks, Aaron. God.
I think we need to wrap this up personally now as well because this has been a bit. I don't know what you've even heard or saw this
What's your 4
podcast. To be
stadiums?
honest,
First state. Oh.
Old
Old
Trafford,
Trafford has to be there, even though it's terrible.
Anfield.
Anfield, the Emirates.
Nah, it's too new.
I don't
Stamford
think so.
Bridge is in before it.
I don't even like Stamford Bridge.
Stamford Bridge is
It's in
kinda-
before it.
That's a horrible
It's
guess.
not. It's
No, it's
not.
not.
Emirates has only been
No,
there
no,
for 12 years.
I don't think the Emirates is there. Stamford Bridge isn't there either.
I
I think
think-
Villa Park's a better shout for what's similar to Stamford Bridge.
I mean, if we're
James's
going by,
Park's
if we,
better
if,
than
Park's
Villa.
way better.
I mean, if we're going
Yeah.
by history, Goodison should also be considered here.
It should be. What are we looking at here?
Jacob said it. He said stadiums.
Aye,
That's all I've said. The stadiums.
but like what
Old
about
Trafford,
stadiums?
100% there.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think it's like what.
and Anfield's there.
I think it's like
Yes.
what stadiums the most iconic things happened at.
Anfield and Old Trafford.
They're the
Stamford
two.
Bridge.
No,
I think it is.
no,
Just-
it's not.
I think
Nobody.
it's a small
Gonna be honest,
stadium,
Heggie,
it's not.
unless you have a liking for Chelsea, nobody gives a damn.
No, I
about
don't like
Chelsea.
Stamford
I'm,
Bridge.
I'm just
It's
talking
not
about
one of
like iconic Premier League moments. There's so
No.
many there. The Demba Ban Cisse game, the Hazard game
And
against.
Highbury has more of a
Tottenham.
shout than Stamford
Highbury-
Bridge, and Highbury's not even
Highbury,
here
yeah,
anymore.
that's got a shout as well.
I don't
I
think
agree.
that's there either. I think St James's Park's a better shout than Stamford Bridge.
Aye.
What's happened at St James's Park?
No, but what's that got to do with it?
That's what, how's that? I would define it as
Nah, I
stadiums.
think the only-
Because what we're doing, just naming the 4 best stadiums.
To be fair, if we're going by that, then it just so happens that teams play there
I've
on
talked
those
about
games.
I'm gonna be honest. I think like you've got to combine a lot of things. This is the Mount Rushmore. It's the best list, so you've got to have a bit of everything. So I do like Spurs being there, but I think it's got a better shout than Stamford Bridge as well. And it's a stadium that's a year
It's
old.
been there a year.
That's my point. It's because that's the best. It's the best current stadium. How
was
did
go-
that not come into it? And then Mount Rushmore,
Because Mount Rushmore's like iconic history. There's no history there.
Forest Stadium.
The
They've
city,
been in
I
the
mean,
Prem for like 3 seasons out of the
Aye,
30.
but what happened back in the day? That's
Ours is Premier League Mount Rushmore.
yeah. I don't know. I still think Stamford
I was
Bridge
going
is
to say,
there.
I've
It
been
needs to be a team where it's been the same stadium and a team that's been in the Prem near enough the whole time.
Goodison is there.
Goodison's
I
obviously
can't
close.
stand it. It's my least favourite
Goodison,
stadium.
By that-
Anfield,
by that-
Old Trafford, Stamford Bridge.
by that logic, Upton Park's also up for consideration.
It's not
It's
current
not there
stadium
anymore.
anymore. Yeah.
Great stadium on bowling ground, but
I just don't think Stamford Bridge is there. I think it's one of the oldest. I think Villa Park's ahead of it.
What do you mean oldest?
I think it's because Stamford Bridge is one of the oldest stadiums.
so is that not good?
That is good. That's why I think it's got a case. But that's it. I just don't think it's a very nice stadium.
So it's now on pretty.
I don't think St James's Park's a nice stadium.
It's nice in
There's
the
not a bad
Stamford
seat
Bridge.
in St James's though.
But there's a bad seat in Goodison.
There's so many stadiums with bad seats.
If you ask most Everton match-going fans, every seat in Goodison's a bad seat. That's very true.
Oh, I don't know.
He's such a rat, but he's right. Nah, they were good last week.
We'll just stick with
Last
Stamford
week.
Bridge then. Just
I
stick
mean,
with Stamford Bridge.
Wembley.
Not a Premier League stadium.
Worth a season.
Aye.
Aye.
Right, it's
So
England
Spurs
stadium.
is for a stadium, you know? Yeah, Spurs is for a year.
Yeah, that would, by also that logic, the London stadium would also be.
So what did we decide? We decided on 3.
Who knows?
I have
So,
no idea.
so we've definitely decided on Old Trafford and Anfield. They two are in. That's fine.
Right, do you know what? How about we change it? British club stadiums. So stick in Ibrox and Parkhead.
No, Ibrox
And
and
Pittodrie.
Pittodrie, aye.
I'm not biting at that.
So
We're
we've
saying
got
he's not biting at it, is biting at it.
No,
we've got Old Trafford, Anfield, Ibrox, Pittodrie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I think Tanner is such a shit.
It's Celtic Park. Stop the nonsense.
How
Old
can a- how
Trafford,
can a sta-
Anfield, Ibrox, Celtic
How
Park.
can a stadium made of tin be in the list? Like, it just can't.
It's one of the best stadiums
Queen's Park
in
played,
Europe.
Queen's Park played at Hampden. I'm having Hampden in.
I'd rather Everton's new stadium when it's not done.
Aye, that's you, but and you're wrong.
There's
So
4 seats been installed.
I think Hampden has to be in the list since it's next to Tophski's where we currently are.
honorary mention. We'll go.
No,
You're not getting any more freebies. No matter what you say.
Is that us done then, boys?
That is dead.
Yeah,
That's
again,
done.
I was going to say wrap this up. So if you enjoyed this podcast and enjoyed listening to us argue while trying to eat, then of course leave a like and subscribe, and of course as always,
Take it
take it easy.